Hi there, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing well. So, if you could for us, please just introduce yourself. So, give us your name, your title, a short bio about yourself, your credentials, and then state the title of the article you'll be talking about today.
So, I am Cynda Rushton. I am a professor of clinical ethics and nursing at Johns Hopkins University. And I have spent a good bit of my career trying to think about the ethical issues that are embedded in our healthcare environment and, in particular, in nursing.
Fantastic. So, what article will you be talking about today?
We're going to talk about broken trust and how we can potentially heal the broken trust that has accumulated over the last number of years, in particular in healthcare and within the nursing profession.
Seems like a very interesting topic and a very important one. So why should nurses read an article on this topic?
Well, it's no surprise that one of the long-term consequences of the COVID pandemic has been a persistent narrative of broken trust, especially among nurses who have felt that their experience has not been fully understood, that they don't often feel that they've been heard, and that leaders may be unaware of the ways in which they break trust in how they communicate, how they make decisions, and how they involve nurses in the process of decision making.
So, obviously, with the whole pandemic happening, this was a very hot topic. But was there anything that specifically made you want to write an article on this topic, like a moment, or just talking to other nurses? What made you want to write something so powerful like this?
Well, this topic has been one that I have been exploring really for almost 2 decades, and much of that work with Dr. Reina. And it just seemed that that theme of broken trust, it came up actually in some research that we did during the pandemic, looking at the relationship of moral resilience, moral injury, and organizational effectiveness. And what we found was one of the most common themes was broken trust. And so it has really reactivated that interest in taking the model that's been created by the Reinas to see if it might offer us a roadmap for how we could recognize broken trust and then how we might be able to heal broken trust when it occurs, because inevitably as human beings, it's going to happen.
So, obviously, there's going to be a lot that nurses should take away from an article like this. But if you could tell them 2 to 3 things specifically that you want them to really latch onto, what would those things be?
Well, I think the first thing is trust is fragile, and it is often takes effort to build it, and it can be eliminated in a moment. And so all of us in the healthcare environment need to be taking time to pay attention to the ways that trust is built in how we show up, how we actually engage with one another, how we communicate, how we involve people in decision making, especially the decisions that impact them as human beings and as professionals. All of us have a responsibility to create that environment, and it's a very important time in our profession for us to pause and to reflect on how trust has been built and broken, and how we can heal the wounds that are left from the long tail of COVID.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for sitting down today to talk about your article with me. We really appreciate it.
You're welcome.